mean many things, but we're going to do our music update now with Vixen Noir, since we have her and she's not available all the time. So I'm going to introduce everyone to Vixen Noir. To give you an idea of what she does as a musician, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of her music, and we will be right back. Well, actually, I think we're here while the music is playing.
Hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, hey. Oh, 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 what is this world that we inhabit? But doesn't inhabit us. This earth we destroy and destroy one another. Don't understand, I've had enough. Oh, 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 all the aches and the pain. Oh, 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 all the blood and the stains. Oh, 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 all the beatings in vain. Oh, 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 so we run for that trial.
Where go? I want to keep hearing it.
What was that? What was that?
I want more.
Well,
I want more. I was jamming.
well, we have to give Vixen Noir an opportunity to speak.
Go ahead, play it. I don't have to speak.
Well, actually, I can't really, as I said, I do the production behind the scenes, but I wanted to put you center stage, Vixen, and give you an opportunity to introduce yourself to the audience, because I've been talking about you like for ages. So how are things going where you are?
It's good. It has been really hot, and then we just had rain, storms, flooding, all of that. So it's been a great relief, but and it kind of cools down everything. But we know it's coming back. So I'm in Mexico. For those who may not know, I am currently in Merida, Yucatan, which is the capital of the Yucatan state of Mexico. And I love it here, and I want to stay because I love it. And I came here really just, well, I came in 2021 and I just fell in love with it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I need to get back. And then I thought, what a great place for me to come and work on my next project, my album, and having that be a lot of the inspiration and the motivation for getting back here, but also just wanting to be here. So I love it. I am a multi-artist with a primary focus on music right now. It's something I've always wanted to do, but it came to me later in life. So it's been, yeah. So I finally hopped on the Vixen Noir, let's go get it, be a superstar, everything that you've always wanted, having the courage and the strength and everything come through, and the faith and belief in myself. And I just started this journey 2011. Excuse me, probably a little before that, but that's when it really hit. So yeah, so I'm here. Been doing music for 13 years or so, but I'm a dancer, a writer, poet, spoken word artist, choreographer, dance teacher, performance empowerment coach. I've been involved in theater, doing costume design and construction in dance companies. And right now I'm writing working on music, just living my passion. There's a lot to me, but that's a good, I think.
Okay, that was a great introduction, and thank you very much for taking the time to be here. And I
Sure.
wanted to ask our co-host, and you've heard me talk about her for weeks. So now that she's here, what questions do you have for Vixen Noir?
Mm.
Who wants to go first?
I think Clint wants to go first, but all I want to say is welcome and thank you for being here.
Oh, that's
Thank
all you want to say?
you.
Okay. What about you, Clint? Do you have any questions for Vixen Noir? Oh, you got noise in the background there.
I was wondering what
So
that noise was.
you may want to go ahead and mute your mic then. Perfect. So, Katie, did you have any questions for Vixen Noir?
Yes, well, finally, it's nice to meet you.
Hi, Katie.
And so, what kind of was your inspiration to start pushing forward with music, like concentrating, especially to go to Mexico?
Good question. It's always been a dream of mine since I was a kid. I used to do little dance shows and sing along to music and things like that. And then as I got older, dance happened, theater happened, all these other fashion modeling, all these other things happened. And then I began producing and creating. And what I realized, I think sometimes you could just get into a bad relationship or situation, but that situation was meant to be because it was a really toxic, unhealthy relationship that finally pushed me through the door. I think, Spirit, the creator, was like, okay, we don't try it with you so many times. You're not listening. Okay, now we're going to give you a real butt kicking and kick you right on through this door because this is what you've always wanted. And it had to kind of go that way. And I just went into a place of expressing the pain and everything that I was having through sound and music, and things started coming through, and I had nothing that I was obligated to anymore. I had let go of my organization, all of these things. I was in a great place for it. And I think that I was like, okay, I have nothing to lose. I don't have anybody in my life. I'm not committed. I don't have to run an organization anymore. I'm free. It's time. Let's do it. So that was in 2010, 2011, 2010.
Okay. Wow.
I'm back. No noise in the background, though.
So,
Yes.
Clint, do you have any questions for Vixen Noir?
Yes, I do.
Hi, Clint.
Hi. First of all, I'd like to tell you that I love your music. I enjoy it. My type of vibes. Yes, I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you understand? So I'm just here with my Caribbean self, chilling out with my cup of tea and I vibes in here. I feeling your vibes. You understand? What I would like to ask you is that what is particular is your genre of music? What is your genre of music? And you as being an artist, what is the obstacle along the way in getting into music?
Okay, that's like a whole podcast right there. Especially the second question. So we might have to do that at another
problem.
time. But genre is really difficult to pinpoint because I feel like I don't want to box myself into oh, I'm a pop artist, oh, I'm an R&B artist, I'm a soul artist, I'm a this artist, I'm a that artist. So I just honor it. A lot of times I'll just say I'm like an alternative pop dance soul artist, just because people a lot of times want to hear like a genre. But I'm sure there's some other name in there that's a fusion of what I feel like I bring, and it just hasn't come to me yet. So hopefully it will.
Nice. I got you.
Thank you.
What? I could hear a pin drop. What's going on here?
Nobody's I know. Listen.
You guys want me to continue talking? I'll talk.
Okay, let me just say obstacle. One.
Okay, I said okay. I had my mic
Okay,
muted.
see?
I had to call.
Oh, that's what's going on. Oh, okay, I was like, you were like, what's going on?
Oh,
So
yeah, I
now-
want to know if they want us to continue talking because I could talk all day.
So now is the time for us to go on with the show, and I was going to give Vixen Noir an opportunity to be a part of the rest of the show, or if she needed to drop off, that's fine. But we're going to go ahead and go on with the show because we do have a guest this week. Like I said, we have a jam-packed show. We actually have a guest this week. So if you'd like to hang around, Vixen, that would be great.
Well,
But the next thing that we do on the show is that we've already done our co-host check-in. So the next thing that we do is we asked our random questions. Whenever we start the week, I always throw out a couple of random questions, and then the co-host can pick the ones that they want to answer. So, and let me see if Dante is here. Hello, Dante.
Check, 1, 2. What's going on?
Okay, it's going great. I wanted to see if I could include you in the portion of the show. We're going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself as well. So,
Okay.
Oh, did we already introduce
I mean, you introduced my name, but you don't know everything about me.
not fully. We didn't get him fully.
Right.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put you on the center stage and give you a few moments to introduce yourself to our audience.
You got it. Hello, everyone. The name is Dante Pirtle. I am a Twin Cities artist, or at least have been in the Twin Cities for the past 20 years. I've also been a military veteran for 6 of my years and been an overall educator for much of my lifetime, starting in 2008 to currently working for Minneapolis Public Schools. Believe me, I got a lot more details on that. But other than that, in terms of the arts, I've been involved in the arts for quite some time. I've been an actual playwright, writing an urban musical called Word. I have been an actual artist in terms of lyricism in hip hop. I've produced at least 2 to 3 albums in my lifetime, about to produce another one, and also been a producer, helping to produce an actual pilot for an actual show called Quiet on Set. And nonetheless, I've just been an overall person who's been involved in the arts for quite a few number of years. So that's Dante Pirtle. You guys tell me.
Awesome. So did anybody have any questions before we go to our random questions of the week?
I met Dante probably a couple of times already. I'm not sure if you remember. I met him, and he's very talented, I should say. So I believe every word what he says.
We do every bit of work, Clint. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
About to say. I mean, I often recognize you. I just figured you would honestly said something to me, but you didn't say anything when I was actually on screen, and I'm like, come on, man.
The reason why I didn't say anything because they keep begging me to shut up. You understand? Because I talk too much. So I was trying to keep it a little decent, you know.
Okay. All right. I'll let that one.
Shut up. But I will go to our random questions. Our random questions for this week are: can you do an imitation? And the second option is, what movie or TV show did you watch once and you declare that you will never watch it again? So those are the 2 options for our random questions this week. Can you do an imitation? Boy, I would love to see somebody do an imitation. And then the second question, you choose the one you want to do. What movie or TV show did you watch that you declare that you will never watch again? So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to our guest first. And Vixen Noir, which question would you like to entertain us with today? It looks like you're muted.
You're muted.
Yeah, your mic is muted.
Still muted.
What?
No.
I took it off. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I'm not ready to do an imitation right now. So I just, as soon as you said that, something popped into my mind. So back in DC, I went to the movies to go see Mississippi Burning. And I remember I walked out of the theater yelling, this is crazy, this is horrible. How can you people sit here and watch this movie? I'm out of here. This is horrible. So yeah, Mississippi Burning. I was like, could never do it again. I don't know if anybody knows that movie, but
it sounds familiar.
Oh yeah.
Isabel.
I know Mississippi Burning, and I never watched it because I knew what my reaction to it would be. But then years later, I watched the Green Book, but that's another conversation.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yes.
so Katie, which question are you answering?
I don't have an image. Oh, mine is on mute now too. Okay, there we go. I don't have an imitation or nothing. So I think far as movie wise, the movie that I don't think I could watch again was when they replaced the Batman with the guy from Twilight. That just kind of like crap on the movie for me. I wasn't able to watch it. Like when I see they replace him, I was just like, no, that's not for me. Never again.
Okay. So, well, the Batman, that movie was it was a good movie. I'm sorry, it was.
I just don't like that actor. That it's not a good.
Well, hey, it's not always about him. So, Dante, you're up on deck. Which question are you going to answer for us today?
You said one is an impression, and the other one is what kind of film or TV show I wouldn't like.
You would never look
that you wouldn't watch ever again. A movie or TV show you watched and you say, "Hey, I'm never watching this again." Or if you got an impression you can do, we're always willing to hear
it. See what exactly I can have in my back of my mind, because I've literally had to pretend to be Morris Day over 6 years ago. Yeah, I'm not gonna be Morris. No, I'm not gonna be Morris Day. Oh, beautiful star, spacious sky, through amber waves of green, through purple mountain majesty, upon the polluted plain. I'm talking about America, sweet America. God shed his grace on me. Oh, here we are. The fatherhood from foster, from sea to shining sea. I'm still recovering from my cold. By all means.
I wish I had the sound effect to give you applause. That was a great impression. That's what I was hoping for.
That was pretty good.
When I asked about impressions, I was hoping somebody would bring out, I'm going to say Ray Charles, right?
I was going to say Ray Charles.
Somebody wanted Ray Charles, like you all wanted Ray Charles, really.
That's Ray Charles.
Okay,
I knew it as soon as you started.
I get it.
You saw what everyone else did. So now you're up on deck, man. What do you got for us? You gonna do your impression, or you got a movie or TV show you just don't want to watch again?
It's either way for me. A TV show that I guess, well, I don't even know if you would really call it a TV show, even though there's episodes to it. I just, and I think everybody already know this. I took one glimpse of the trailer and said, "Nah, I can't do that."
Oh.
It was the anime of Good Times. Can't do that. Nope. Nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we had a discussion.
I agree.
A long discussion on that Good Times reboot that they did. Man, I tell you, that reboot was a misstep for sure.
Yes, I remember that.
So, Clint, did you already answer the question, or do I need to go back to you?
He wasn't with me in the first place.
Yeah, but we can get to Clint right now if you want to.
Are you ready, Clint?
Shoot.
So I see you're drinking your tea. So which question are you going to answer? Are you going to do an impression for us today? Or are you going to talk about a movie or TV show you would never watch again?
Well, I don't do impressions. I do voices. So basically, I used to do puppetry and all that, ventriloquism, cartoon voices, but those are voices. But what I want to talk about is that a movie, I will say it's two movies that I will never, ever look at, ever again. The first one is Alfred Hitchcock, The Fly, the first one, The Fly.
Ooh.
I remember watching that as a kid, and the part with the fly saying, "Help me," and you see the fly with a human head. That gets in my psyche. I don't know how to express the feeling, how I felt when I watched that, if it's scared or what. But as I get older, I said, okay, I'm going to go back and watch it on YouTube. Maybe it's like, as I was a kid, maybe I could, try to do a little therapy to get over that. And I watched it over again on YouTube, and I couldn't get through it. It still attacks my psyche, and it brings out a certain fear in me. I don't know what it is. And then there's another one that Alfred Hitchcock wrote called Chop Chop Sweet Charlotte. I don't know if you guys know about that one. It's a movie about this young lady. She murdered her boyfriend, chopped out his head, his hands, and his feet. And I remember, I was probably like 5 with my big sister on the couch, all cuddled up watching. And I remember watching the man head come out, hit the ground, and it was like, no voice coming out. And then you seen his hands, like what she chopped out was like this. That scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. And then there was a song for it, goes, chop, chop, sweet Charlotte. Charlotte, don't you cry. Chop, chop, sweet Charlotte. She chop his hand and his head till he dies. And then there's a hush, hush, sweet Charlotte. So whenever I hear that song, it creeps the shit out of me. So I was like, never going back and watch that again. Up to the...
Wow. Okay, so now
I don't mean to laugh.
Now I'm actually terrified.
Oh my God.
Laugh. Every time when I talk, people laugh. So you could laugh. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Well, I gotta tell you, I actually brought along a visual aid, and one movie that I will never watch again. I watched it once, and I will never, ever watch it again. I've got a few, but the earliest and the first movie I ever watched that I would never watch again is The Exorcist.
Oh.
Mhm.
I didn't walk out on it.
All
I
of
didn't
them?
walk out on it, but never again.
Terrified you.
No, it's not that it terrified me. It's like, you know how we are as a people of color. Like if we go to a haunted house, we ain't staying. We're leaving.
Oh,
I'm like, you shouldn't be messing with that. What's wrong with you people? Hey, I understand the little girl, she couldn't help it.
Oh,
But
Lord.
you don't mess with that crap. So I'm like, okay, I don't need to be seeing this. I don't need to put this in my spirit. This ain't me. This ain't me. This ain't me.
You know that the Exodus house is in Georgetown down the street from Duke Ellington, right?
Oh yeah, I know. And I actually went to those steps and yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm right. I'm very right about this. Never again. The Exorcist, out and see.
I could clearly see Paul look and be like, not today. Shut the door.
Not
Hence the
today,
title,
not
Get
tomorrow,
Out.
not next week, not ever. and with that, we move on to the part of the show where we talk about how I actually came up with the idea to do the Clint Initiative podcast. And